As the field gets the 1 to go signal, we'll finish up our lineup. Chris Brand from Lafayette, Indiana, the Brand Motorsports car, 9th in points. Steve Pearson, car number 33, starts on the outside, a couple of rows from the back, the Lucas Oil Products car. Brad Davis in the number 41 car. Looks like he is a no-show as Danny Trent in the 14 rounds out our field. Trent from Martinsville, Indiana, the Trent cleaning car starts at the back, problems in qualifying. Your attention on the infield. We have some folks located along the inside retaining wall. You need to get to the other side of the cars on pit road at this time. Stay away from the inside retaining wall. The pace car is dropped to pit road. Jacob Garrigus in the 07. Billy Van Meter in the 23. Front row starters. Green flag ready to wave. 40 laps the distance. The top speed fabrication CRA late model Sportsman underway at Lucas Oil. Rubbing a little paint at the front of the pack. Garrigus, the pole sitter, has the 99. The Dick Trickle looking number 99 of Billy Hudson going to the bottom, taking second. Outside lane, moving forward behind him. Casey Spillers, Mark Lambert, Jason Atkinson, 3 of the best with the series, moving up in the second groove. Atkinson drops to the bottom, going to try to make a 3-wide pass. His car hooked up on the inside lane. Atkinson all the way down under the yellow line. There's no yellow line rule here at Lucas Oil for the series. He's able to take advantage of it on the bottom. He and Lambert side by side for the number 6 spot. Also moving up the 68 of Eric McLaughlin into third ahead of Hudson and Spillers. Field racing by the line. We have completed a couple of circuits right now, leading the way. The 23 of Billy Van Meter, second J.J. Haley in the 99, third McLaughlin, fourth is Hudson. Moving up quickly, top qualifier Jason Atkinson in the number 7 to the low side of Hudson for fourth. Van Meter holds on to the lead somehow, some way, holding off McLaughlin. Trey Craig, car to watch now in the 15. Still some tire smoke on that quarter panel rub from the 23 of Van Meter. It's not a real heavy smoke, but a little bit nonetheless. Atkinson for the lead. Jason Atkinson pulling forward. Can he clear the 23 of Van Meter? No, and in fact there's some contact between the two. Now Atkinson has cleared him. Move Jason Atkinson to the lead at the conclusion of lap number 11. Trey Craig into the top 5. If anyone has anything for Atkinson, it could be Craig in the 15, maybe Lambert in the 18. Both are moving forward. Lambert has picked up a spot. Move him to 6th. Trey Craig up to 3rd. What a move in 3 and 4. 3 wide off the corner. On the bottom lane, it's the 99 of Haley. Loses a couple of spots in one opportunity, but he's going to be able to get one back maybe as he runs around the apron of the track. J.J. Haley racing with Van Meter for the number 4 position. For 5th now, Lambert to the outside of Haley. Lambert's car working well on the high side. He's picked up most of his spots in that second groove, way up by the wall. And he is up to 5th now. A couple of cars between himself and the point runner-up Casey Spiller. 13 laps in the books. What a great race we've seen here early on. About to get even better. For the 2nd spot, Trey Craig to the outside of McLaughlin. Look at that 15 go. Trey Craig started deep in the pack, back there with the number 7 car of Jason Atkinson as our top 2 qualifiers. And for the lead, Craig to the outside. He's going to take that number 1 position away from the 7 of Atkinson. Trey Craig on the move. So is Lambert, now up to 4th. Craig, though, definitely the class of this field right now. Craig has won 2 races this season at Anderson Speedway, but he looks to do it on the flat surface at Lucas Oil. Lap number 16 on the board this time, 16 complete. Great racing, but clean racing. Just some minor scrapes on some of the cars from the early side-by-side action. Oh, trouble on the front stretch, just as I mentioned it. Around goes Haley. Problems on the front stretch. Haley in the 99, around and into the wall, who was running up in the top 5. In fact, was running around the 5th position whenever the accident takes place. He and Van Meter in the 23 has a flat right side tire on the 99 of J.J. Haley. Our first caution coming out with 15 in the books. There's one thing you can do here at Lucas Oil Raceway. It's pass if your car is fast. And in fact, Robert Amos working 3 wide here before the start of drops back into line, coming to green off of 4. Watch the outside lane. That's the place to be. Atkinson's pretty good on the bottom. We're back underway. Into corner number 1 we go. Clean and green to turn number 2. Atkinson to slight advantage. Fighting back is Craig. Craig's going to get back beside him on the backstretch. Side by side for the lead. Atkinson, a lot of power underneath the hood of that number 7 car. Through the middle of the corner, it's Craig stronger. Lambert's fallen into line in 3rd. McLaughlin running 4th. 5th spot is Hudson. See some big moving, big shuffling going on back in the field. One of the cars not quite up to speed there, middle of the front stretch. Jacob Blair, the Kansas City, Missouri driver. Competitors going to the inside and outside. One of those making big moves, the 78 of Jim Crabtree Jr. taking the wheel of the Sootz machine. For the 3rd spot, getting a little racy, McLaughlin in the 68, Lambert in the 18. Lambert's car a little bit hesitant in the middle of the corners, maybe not handling to his liking. He's lost a couple of car lengths on the number 7 of Atkinson, and the car that's rotating really well right now is that 68 of McLaughlin. Trouble on the front stretch. Around goes the 23 of Van Meter, back up nearly in front of the oncoming traffic. Billy Van Meter and the 23 car goes around on the front stretch, backs into the inside retaining wall. Back up the banking he goes, and fortunately got it woed down just in time to avoid 2 cars side by side. It was Robert Amos in the 67, Rick Sullivan in the 20. Would have been a bad impact to the driver's side of Van Meter's 23 had he slid up in front of him. Caution out for a 2nd time in this race. We've completed 23 of our scheduled 40 for the PBM Racing Products Urson Cams 40. Race leader Trey Craig in the 15 on the outside of our first row, brings him in, watches the field, takes the green, 17 laps to go. Atkinson wheeling it sideways. Up the banking he slides. Lambert looking to the bottom. McLaughlin on the outside. Down into the first corner we go. It is wheel to wheel for the race lead, but it's going to be Craig pulling back out front. McLaughlin to the outside of Atkinson. Checks up. They nearly made contact. Timmerman going to the high side of Lambert for the number 4 spot. Lambert was in that 3rd restarting position. Not necessarily the best place to be. The inside lane on restarts here. Wheeling it off of corner 4. Close to being some contact as Timmerman, Lambert, and McLaughlin go at it for the number 4 spot. Oh, trouble for the leader, Craig. Coming off the corner. Craig drops off the pace. Your race leader, Trey Craig. Had this one look to be wrapped up, and now he loses power while leading. Atkinson takes over the top spot. Into 2nd, McLaughlin. In 3rd is Timmerman. 4th is Lambert. He'll be able to get back up to the outside in front of the Hudson car now. Rolling under green. We'll see if the 15 of Craig is able to get to the pits. He is rolling slowly. They point him toward the bottom. He'll try to get down, coming to the end of the front straightaway. McLaughlin's car really strong on the exit of the corner. Atkinson a little more power heading down the chutes. Lambert also reeling back in. The 09 of Timmerman for the 3rd spot. Hudson within striking distance in that Dick Trickle paint scheme in 5th. McLaughlin, a Three Rivers, Michigan driver, hasn't run very much with this series, but he's turning some heads today. 8 to go for Atkinson. Lambert working right now. The third place competitor, Timmerman, doesn't want to make any mistakes, though, with a chance of going to the back. Does get a run coming off of turn 2. Battle for the third position. Timmerman able to keep the door closed in the third corner. So not only our slight battle for the lead, but also third, fourth, and fifth going at it. Spiller's running by himself in sixth. Seventh is Garrigus. Eighth, Andy Bozell. Ninth is Trent from the back of the pack. And 10th is Barkas, hanging on to that 10th spot for much of the race. Lambert setting up another run on the 09 of Timmerman, who has a little too much power for Lambert, middle of the straightaway. They go around the brand machine down in 3 and 4. 6 to go. For the lead to the inside of the number 1 position, it is McLaughlin. Is Atkinson maybe slowing up a little bit. McLaughlin mounting a challenge. Atkinson looks strong enough down the straightaway there to hold him off, but through the corners, McLaughlin now very strong once again. Three Rivers Michigan driver for the lead on the front straightaway. Up to the door he gets. Before that, Power pulls the 7 back forward. First and second in a battle. Third, fourth, and fifth in a battle as well. Great racing at our top Speed Fabrication CRA late model Sportsman. Lambert with a really good run on the 09 of Timmerman heading into the third corner. Wheel to wheel, Lambert and Timmerman for the third spot. Hudson watches from behind. Really tough to complete a pass on the inside. Lambert's going to have to get back to the top before Hudson gets out there. McLaughlin maybe setting up another run. Less than 5 to go. Going to be 3 to go this time. 37 in, 3 to go for Jason Atkinson. Lambert looking for a way around Timmerman. Hudson continues to run right behind him in fifth. Will there be any fireworks on our last couple of laps? Good chance there might be. 2 laps to go. McLaughlin again has caught Jason Atkinson. Lambert all over Timmerman as well. Timmerman opens up the outside lane. Lambert thinks about putting it out there. So does McLaughlin, and Atkinson front of the pack. Nearly some contact between the lead duo. Here's McLaughlin. Looking high, dropping low. White flag is out. 1 to go in a battle for the lead. McLaughlin with a run to the inside of Atkinson. Sideways, slides up into the leader. Dirt track and tire smoke flying. Atkinson hangs on, so does McLaughlin. McLaughlin hangs on to it, loses several car lengths. Into the third spot goes Lambert in the 18. He clears Timmerman. Hudson trying to take fourth away. To the checkered re-race. Off of the corner, Atkinson the win. McLaughlin second. Look out, Hudson in the 99 is going to spin right before the line. He needs it back across the stripe. Spillers is going to pick up the spot. As we finish an exciting PBM Racing Products Urson Cams 40 at Lucas Oil. A terrible, terrible, terrible break for Hudson.